What is a broken marriage? Why do we think our marriages are broken? Who told us that? That's what we're going to talk about today. So let's get into it. Okay, wives, what's up? Why do we feel that our marriages are broken? Who told us what a fixed marriage was? Who told us what a perfect marriage was? Why do we have this image in our minds? Why are we so hell-bent on fixing our marriages? When you begin to understand that marriage is all about a journey, a transition, you're going to get to a place where you both are content with one another. But until you reach that place, it's not that it's broken, it's that you have to overcome, you have to heal, you have to explore, you have to get to know one another, and so on and so forth. So what makes your marriage broken? Oh, because he doesn't what? What is it that he's not doing that makes it so broken? Is it that because he's not talking to you all the time? Every day, calling you, texting you, it's broken. I can't even begin to know what the problems or challenges people face while they're so convinced that their marriage is broken. Yes, you will go through things in your marriage. Yes, he has to learn some things. Yes, you have to learn some things, but it's largely a communication problem. If you want something from him, you have to communicate it. And even after you've communicated it to him, there has to be some sense of repetition, because that is how we learn. Not nagging, but repetition. Hey, remember we talked about this? Hey, remember you said you're going to work on that? How is that working out for you? How do you feel? Are you getting better at it? Do you feel more comfortable? What's up? That's communication. That's how, I don't really like or prefer that. I don't like when you do this, or I don't like, I don't prefer that. I prefer this. Or when I was growing up, I imagined my husband would be like this or do that. Or my father was like this, so I really appreciated that about him. I watched my mother and my father, and I really like that aspect of their relationship. So it's a level of communication that you must reach in your marriage so that you feel more heard or considered in decision making, character building, so on and so forth. But to think that your marriage is broken to begin with is a problem. I know that is a huge question for many couples. They feel like their marriage is broken and they need to fix it. They're seeking answers. They're seeking, family and friends. They're trying to figure out, well, how do I make him do this and how do I make him do that? Should you make him do anything? What does it ever profit us to try to force someone and make someone do something? It has to come from within for it to be significant. It has to come from within for it to be acceptable. It has to come from within where we can truly feel like it's their desire to do it. So if we're trying to force them to do something, we're already going about it the wrong way. Okay, so you want your husband to communicate with you more. Then you communicate more. Whatever it is you want him to do, you have to be consistent in it. You have to walk in it. You have to remind kindly and gently. You have to be patient. You have to be understanding of all of his different traumas, his situations and circumstances. You have to wait until he understands you absolutely need this. You absolutely want this from him, and you're going to persist until he gives it to you. It doesn't make your marriage broken. Every marriage goes through different things, different issues, different things to overcome, but it doesn't make the marriage broken. So I just want to bust that myth. I'm busted wide open. I just want to tear down that myth that we have broken marriages. We're largely just people that need help, people that need to set aside their different traumas as they were growing up, set aside their different communicated expectations. They have to set aside all the things that you did as individuals or the mindset way of thinking as individuals, and now that you have come together in this union, there has to be a lot more communication. The monologues that are going on in your mind, you have to start having dialogues with one another, and it has to be in a constructive way. It has to be in a constructive environment so that it can be best received. Marriages aren't broken, they're just at different places. They're at different points in time. I always see life as a timeline. Everyone has a timeline from the time you're born to the time you die. There is a line, a timeline that's happening. And at any given point, at any given moment, you only see a point on someone's timeline, just a simple glimpse. Unless you live with them close in the community, unless you're friends, family, you only see points on their time. It could be between that timeline, it could be a high point or a low point, but it's still just a moment. It's a moment of their life. It's a moment of their existence. And people are never stagnant. No one stays at a place. Everyone is either growing or declining. But there is never just a stagnant. There's never that. So the reason why I say that is because at any given moment, your husband is improving, especially as you are a consistent wife. You're walking circumspect to the things that you believe. You're being an example to him, your children, your extended family. He's learning from you. He's learning from other married men. He's learning from his father, his mother. He's in this new position as husband, and he's learning, and as he goes, he's becoming more confident in his place. He will continue to change more positively the more that you are changing positively as a woman in his life, as a contributing factor. So even when your husband is at a point, maybe it's a low point. It's just a point. It's just a moment. He will rise from that, especially if you two are working together, especially if you two are, aiding one another in growing and developing. We all get married at different points, and sometimes we're less mature than we should be to enter into such a precarious position. It's going to take growth on your part as his wife, and it's going to take growth on his part as a husband. So let's get away from this idea, this concept of, oh, my marriage is broken. Can you help me fix it? It's not broken. It's not broken. It's developing. It's in development. It's being built. It's being explored. That's all it is. So I want to encourage you ladies to just keep working on your marriage. Keep working on yourselves. Be determined to be consistent. Be determined to have a walk that your husband is proud of, that you minister to him all the time through your actions, through your words. And he is improved the longer he's married, the longer he improves, the longer he becomes more confident and sure in the marriage. And you will see a different husband. You will see a better man. It just takes patience and love. Okay, that's all I have for you ladies today. I want to encourage you to remember to keep watching these videos. It helps me. It helps you. Keep sending me your comments, your questions, asking me anything. Again, this is your wife coach, April Lee, and I have been married for over 25 years. This year is my 26th. And I am doing nothing but, as an older woman, teaching the younger women how to love their husbands. That's all I have for you today. See you in the next video. Bye-bye now.